All right, this is a 2006 fz6. To get into CO mode to adjust the fuel ratios, you have to pull the tank up, unbolt it, pull the tank up, have it rested on something like that. The connector's right here, and there's going to be a yellow-orange wire. You pull this, and there's a tab right here. You take that connector off with the tab, and then you'll see inside there that there's a metal piece of the wire, and above that little tiny piece of the wire you can use a pin needle, and you pull that up to release the wire, and as you're holding that with the pin needle, you can pull the wire out the back side here and then reconnect it. And then I took the wire and put it down here. There's a, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a bolt down there that is to ground wire to the ground of the battery. And I pulled, to do that, I pulled the this dust cover here back, and then pushed that yellow and red wire that I pulled out of here, and I put it down there on that bolt down here. You see it right there? There's the yellow red wire at the top of the screen, and I put it just right on top of there to ground it. And first, when I try to do the diag, by holding these two, select and reset, you hold that and then turn the switch on. So I could show you here in a second. Give me 1 second, I'll show you. So you got the key, and then you put your fingers on the select, these two buttons here. Hold those, turn the key to on position, wait a few seconds. You'll see here in a second, it'll turn the diag mode, right there, diag mode. And then I tried to press the select button to change over the CO mode. At first it didn't want to work, so I had to turn this off, turn this on. I had to start the bike, so I had to start see, it's all like that. This key's still in the on position. I turn this kill switch off, turn it on, start the bike, kill switch off, then back, wait a second and boot on, and then press the top select button, and boom, CO2 finally worked. Took me a couple times to finally figure out that I needed to start the bike so the ECU can figure out that, hey, I am actually grounded down here at that connector to unlock that mode. So now that it works, you just hold the select and reset button for a second, and bam. All right, there's my mode. There's CO2, and to select there's C1 and C2. C1 is 1 and 4 cylinder. C2 is the 2 middle cylinders, 2 and 3. And to select C1, bam. All right, I'm at -6. To go back, to go there, and then I could select this. You hold it down for a second until that pops up, and there's +11. So I'm at -16 on, which is lean on the outside ones. The inside ones, I'm at 11. So that's how you do that. And then to deselect it, you hold it, and then you back to that. And you could, I'm not sure, everyone says to go up like 2 or 3, or some people say go take both of them up to 7. So I can try that and see what that does, but make sure you take a picture of what the original ones were at before you change it. That way, if it doesn't work right, you can change it back, which that's down is to go down numbers, and that one is to go up numbers. So select is to go up, reset is to go down. To deselect, you hold that, and then you'll click. So deselect, And then you want to go back to C1. You hold both of them down till the numbers come up. And then you select whichever one you want. You hold it till it comes up. And up, down. Then to finalize, you go back. And then you can change these out. Not sure why that's at -16, but yep, that's what you can do. And you don't want to go too much out of the factory sets there. I know everyone says either go like 2, 3, 4, 5. They say you don't really want to go up more than between 2 to 7 is how many you want to do. So I'm gonna try and select, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. C2, hold it, select. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Deselect, and then turn your key off, and then you can try it from there. All right, that's how you do it for a 2006 fz6. And then when you're done, just make sure you pull that wire back off of the negative cable down there, and then reinsert it into the thing so it doesn't get all dusty. And that's how you do it for 05, 06, maybe 04. And that's how you do it for those ones, and some of the everyone says for the newer ones too. So I'm guessing 04, 05 and up is how you're gonna have to ground that wire to get that selection. All right, thanks guys.